Today, Tsang Pik Shan Secondary School is celebrating 100 years of educating Hong Kong students. Our school not only has a rich history, but also a pedigree of teachers and scholars that dates back to the Qing Dynasty of China. Let me share some of that history with you now.
Our school is named after the esteemed educator Tsang Pik Shan, but that is not the beginning of our school's pedigree of great scholars. If you listen closely to our school song, you can hear hidden within its verses little hints to the history of the school. Several great figures of 19th century Chinese history are mentioned in the song, including the founder of the Gaoguang School, Tsang, styled as Master Gaoguang, along with disciples Hon Yao-wei, Liang Kai-chiu, Chen Zibao, and of course Tsang Pik Shan. To understand these scholars' place in history, it is necessary to know a little about the Chinese historical context at the time. In 1840, the Opium War heralded a time of distress and difficulty for the Chinese people. China was forced to sign unfavorable and unfair treaties, pay war costs, and even cede territory and power to the British imperials. This was followed by further wars with foreign nations, including Great Britain and Japan. These external wars created strife and division within China and difficult living conditions for many Chinese, who felt the brunt of the effects of these losses. After the Emperor of China signed another treaty, the Treaty of Shimonoseki, which even further weakened China and created even more hardships, a brave group of scholars gathered together to take action. It is important to understand that at that time, questioning the emperor could be seen as an act of defiance and result in being stripped of position, imprisonment, or even execution. Yet, these brave scholars risked severe punishment to write a letter of protest, admonishing the emperors to make changes to strengthen the nation. This historical movement, known as the Gongche movement, while unsuccessful in convincing the emperor to nullify the bad treaty, did lead to a period of reform efforts within China. Our school song begins by referring to these scholars whose patriotism and bravery are recorded in history. Tsang of Nanhai was the elite scholar who founded the famed school at which his disciples studied. Hon Yao-wei and Liang Kai-chiu were his disciples and great scholars in their own right. Hon Yao-wei was the initiator of the Gongche movement, and Liang Kai-chiu was a signatory. The school song continues with a reference to Songnan, which is the style name Mr. Songnan given to Chen Zibao, another famous scholar. He was the student of Hon Yao-wei and was another of the scholars who signed the Gongche Shu. Mr. Songnan followed after Hon Yao-wei, not only in membership in the famous Society for the Study of National Strengthening, but also in his own efforts to promote education in the patriotic cause to improve the future of the nation. Chen Zibao founded the first co-educational school of China in Macau. The line of the school song, 珠目書人崇蘭學長. Mr. Songnan nurtures the growth of people, like the growth of tall trees, captured Chen Zibao's use of modern pedagogy to promote education and his championing of universal education. The last scholar in the chain linking back to the famous Gaoguang School is Miss Tsang Pik Shan. Tsang Pik Shan was an admirer of and disciple of Chen Zibao. She founded Songnan School in Hong Kong to honor her mentor. Miss Tsang Pik Shan served as school principal for many years and continued to further education in Hong Kong, even being recognized as a member of the Order of the British Empire for her efforts. Not only are Ms. Tsang Pik Shan's contributions to education in Hong Kong noteworthy, she is also a model of moral behavior in the classic sense. She met the love of her life, Mr. Wong Bo-Shao, at a celebration of the ascension of the new British monarch, and they pledged to be married. However, tragically, the wedding could never take place as Mr. Wang, a member of a prominent Hong Kong family, drowned on his way back to meet his fiancée. Still, Ms. Tsang Pik Shan honored the traditional customs and married into the family, remaining chaste and faithful to the love she had lost. Truly remarkable and worthy of admiration. Sung Nan School continued to operate for decades, providing high-quality education to Hong Kong people. In 1990, the Notice Association, some of whose members were alumni of Sung Nan School, founded Tsang Pik Shan Secondary School as a tribute to the great education efforts of the founder of Sung Nan School. Alas, in 2013, Sung Nan School was forced to cease operations due to population and societal changes in Hong Kong. Rather than allowing that legacy to end, the school's sponsors decided to continue it by merging the history of the two schools, and thus Tsang Pik Shan Secondary School was renamed Tsang Pik Shan Sung Nan Secondary School so that the mission of the schools could continue.
Tsang Pik Shan alumni have a great heritage of scholarship and a history of teaching Hong Kong students. Today, that mission continues. Our school recruits teachers as dedicated to teaching Hong Kong students as our founders were. We are renovating the school for the future, and Tsang Pik Shan Sung Nan School will continue teaching, hopefully, for another 100 years.